Knicks Celtics game 5. Celtics up 23 at TD Garden. Jaylen Brown finds Luke Kornet for the slam. Jaylen Brown with a career high in playoff assists in this one. Kornet finishes with 10, 9, and 7 blocks as the Celtics get the game 5 win at home. No Tatum, no problem. 127-102 is the final, and the series live to see another day. We've got a game 6, ladies and gentlemen, as Knicks Celtics coming back to New York City Friday night at Madison Square Garden. For more on this one, we now welcome in CBS Sports NBA analyst John Gonzalez. John, first of all, Celtics live to fight another day. We knew the emotions would be high with Tatum out, of course, suffering the ruptured Achilles on Monday. But everyone stepped up in this Boston 3 party. The 3 was falling for Boston. Jaylen Brown, a career high in assists. Luke Kornet putting on a block party. How did the Celtics pull it together and get the Game 5 win?
Yeah, it was always going to be difficult for the Knicks to win 3 on the road in Boston's building, right? And the Celtics, I think, a little bit of pride. You're the defending champions. You just lost your guy, Jason Tatum. You don't want to go down without a fight. And they put up a great fight tonight. And we saw this is more like it from the defending champs, right? Remember in game 1 when they put up 63s and they only hit 15 of them and everybody went, oh, man, this is a terrible idea. Well, they put up 49 tonight and they made 45%. This is how they play basketball. Get up as many threes as you can possibly put up. Now, without Jason Tatum this year, it's not great not to have Jason Tatum, but they're all of a sudden 10-2 without him. So got a little bit of life. You knew that Jaylen Brown was going to have to step forward. As you mentioned, he had a playoff career high 12 assists. He looked really good. He also had 26 points and 8 rebounds. And then Derek White, he put up 34. His 3 was falling. He can be a little streaky. He hit 7 tonight, though. And then you mentioned Luke Kornet. So, yeah, they started 2 bigs tonight, double big of Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis has something going on with him illness-wise that you and I were sort of joking about off camera that's rendered him DNP not good. Well, here comes Luke Kornet off the bench. He has almost a double-double and 7 blocks, Madeline. He had 5 blocks total in the playoffs prior to this, total. And then he goes for 7 tonight. So, total team effort, really good win for the Celtics. They're still alive.
Total team effort indeed. But as you mentioned, too, the Celtics now, after this Game 5 win, improved to 11-2 without Jason Tatum this season. John, what changes about the way that this Celtics team plays without Tatum on the floor?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of everybody rallying, right? I mean, you know that he's your best guy. He's going to make first team All NBA again this season. He's a top 5 player in the NBA, depending on, who's available for awards eligibility. And so you have to have everybody step up. Now, let's not forget, I mean, Jason Tatum is a fantastic player, but that Celtics team is outrageously deep. And what Brad Stevens did in building them was give himself some cushion, give himself some wiggle room, a little bit of redundancy there, right? You lose Jason Tatum, not the greatest thing in the world, but guess what? Here comes Jaylen Brown. Here comes Derek White. Jrue Holiday has not had a good offensive season this year, but he's still really good defensively, really good distributing the ball. What happens when Kristaps Porzingis is basically unplayable? Well, you still have Al Horford and then Luke Kornet off the bench. Oh, you need some more shooting. Here comes Peyton Pritchard. Sam Hauser comes back. I mean, they're a really good team. So, yeah, it's not great not to have Jason Tatum, but they're loaded.
Now, the formula for games this season has been the Celtics go up big, the Knicks claw their way back in and get the win late. This one, very different formula. The Knicks kind of had a lead early coming out of the first quarter. The game was tied at 59 at the half, but the third quarter, things went a very different way. Now, Knicks fans will point out Jalen Brunson had 5 fouls called on him in the third quarter alone, ends up fouling out of the game in the fourth, so not able to really stage that momentous comeback that we have seen him lead in previous game. But you know what? We still have 2 more chances to see the Knicks clinch their first conference finals berth since 2000. So, John, how confident are you that New York can wrap this series up back at the world's most famous arena in Game 6 Friday?
Yeah, pretty confident. I mean, their 3 wins, they came back from double-digit deficits in all 3 of them. It didn't happen tonight because, as you rightly pointed out, Madeline, the Celtics were fantastic in the third quarter when they outscored the Knicks, 32-17? And no, the Knicks didn't have Jalen Brunson, but if Knicks fans are in their feelings about that, then Jalen Brunson probably shouldn't foul if he doesn't want to foul out. He fouled out with 7 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. That's not great. That's really on Jalen Brunson less than it is on the refs. But yes, I'm still confident that the Knicks can close this thing out. I would expect that they want to close it out in 6 on their floor in front of their fans, because this thing could get a little squirrely if all of a sudden the Celtics get another win and force a Game 7. You never know what can happen in 7 games and a Game 7 in Boston, where all of a sudden the Celtics have something to play for, pride, they're the defending champions. But let's not forget that in NBA history, when a team is up 3-1, as the Knicks have, only 13 teams have come back to win down 3-1 and advance in a series. So the history's super on the Knicks side here.
Only 13 teams have come back from that deficit. So you're telling me there's a chance. We'll see how this one plays out. John Gonzalez, thanks as always for the insight. Well, the series rolls on. Boston gets the win in Game 5 at TD Garden. Forcing a Game 6 will be Friday, 8 Eastern at Madison Square Garden in New York. If Boston wins that one, Game 7, Monday, 8 Eastern at Boston.
I think that the Knicks throughout this series have the fewest minutes led with a 3-1 or better series lead ever in the history of the NBA. They have only led 24 minutes and 55 seconds. You know, my dad played in the NBA. My brothers played Division I basketball, both of them. I played Division I basketball. This has been one of the strangest series I've ever watched of all time. And then, by the way, you know, now Tatum gets hurt. Like, I still thought Boston was going to win the series. And now, you know, now with Tatum getting hurt, I think that the Knicks will get it done on their home floor. I do not expect the Celtics to lay down. They have championship pedigree. They've been around the block. They have to be like, we're just as good as these guys. The guy that's going to end up being the giant X factor is going to be former Knick Kristaps Porzingis. Guys, he's just not healthy. So, like, something's clearly wrong there. If he steps up, because when they acquired him, that's when they won an NBA championship. If he's able to find, 22 and 12, I don't think he has it in him. Then I think the Celtics at plus 470, plus 400 to win the series, I think they still have a legit shot to win the series.
And also, I was going to say on top of that, the Celtics have actually been 2 points better than the Knicks with Brown on the floor and Tatum off. They've been bad with both of their stars on the court at the same time. So that's something to kind of look at. And only thing they're really going to miss is Tatum's one-on-one potential to get a shot. I think more ball movement is going to have to be the game plan, and I think that ultimately can actually be a better game plan against the Knicks because they have all those wing kind of stout defenders. So this could kind of be a matchup change we see tonight. I'm excited to see kind of the chess match.
We'll see how it goes. Of course, a banged-up Boston team against a Knicks team that hasn't gone to the Eastern Conference Finals since 2000. It's been 25 years. Will they make that jump tonight? We'll see. Tim, send it to Mike Max from CBS Minnesota.
Here at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, the key phrase heard muttered around town, closeout. Can the Timberwolves close out the Golden State Warriors tonight in 5 games? They should be able to. Golden State comes in a bit beat up and on the road. And yes, without Steph Curry, he tried it yesterday. He was at practice today. In fact, he's become a rallying cry for his team. Teammates told us today we want to win one for Steph to get it back to Golden State for Game 6 and hope he's healthy enough to contribute at that time. The Minnesota Timberwolves have a quiet confidence that comes with winning. They do believe it's more difficult to win at home, at least Dante DiVincenzo, to close out a series than it is on the road. We'll find out more tonight. Anthony Edwards will get the ball early and often for this team. They believe Golden State is fragile. And if you can throw a punch early in this game, you may be able to put them in their rearview mirror. The Timberwolves have won 3 playoff series in the last 2 seasons, but never had a final game at home. So if they do win tonight, it could be quite a party in downtown Minneapolis.
For more, I'm joined now by our CBS NBA analysts Tim Doyle and John Henson. And guys, the Timberwolves go into Game 5 with a chance to win a playoff series at home for the first time since 2004. Tim, what does Minnesota need to do to close out this series tonight?
Well, I mean, they caught a break. I mean, what are you going to say? Talk about one of the greatest players in the history of basketball ends up getting hurt.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you like the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we noticed that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.